It's telling, really, a side-by-side comparison of the things Republican lawmakers believe deserve further investigation up against the things they're apparently willing to completely forget about and help cover up. Two headlines for you. First, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy reportedly threatened his own caucus, warning fellow Republicans that assisting Speaker Pelosi in her efforts to uncover all the facts surrounding the deadly insurrection at the United States Capitol could result in a stripping of committee assignments if they dared to do that. So for the record, getting to the bottom of an attempt to overthrow our democracy, not an important priority for McCarthy. But there is one investigation that he's really into, very interested in getting to the bottom of. McCarthy says he's going to ask Devin Nunes, of all people, in his limited capacity as ranking Republican on the House Intel Committee, to investigate the baseless claims of one Fox News host. Mr. Tucker Carlson insists, without any evidence, that the NSA is spying on him. Let's bring into our conversation Ben Rhodes, former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Obama and MSNBC contributor. It is not appropriate for family-friendly viewing. I wish I could read General Hayden's response to this, to McCarthy. General Hayden, of course, a one-time head of the NSA, a really serious and important national security agency that had to put out a statement denying Tucker Carlson's baseless accusations. But here we are. Kevin McCarthy following Tucker Carlson and ignoring, as Liz Cheney described it, his oath.
Yeah, I mean, look, it shouldn't be that surprising. This is really a political party in Congress that has sustained itself on conspiracy theories, baseless conspiracy theories, for some time now. And Devin Nunes was a huge propagator of those conspiracy theories through the Trump years. I think the bigger issue that can't be emphasized enough and should be driven home, frankly, by Democrats is, they are subordinating the national security of the United States, the security of their own workplace that was threatened by this violent insurrection, to a conspiracy theory of a Fox News talk show host. In the same way, by the way, that they subordinated American national security interests as related to Vladimir Putin and Russia to the conspiracy theories of Donald Trump. So when you hear Republicans put themselves forward as advocates for American national security, I think nobody should be at all credulous of that. This just shows you the absurd lengths that they'll go to choose a self-serving conspiracy theory, even one as insane as the NSA being focused on Tucker Carlson. They'll choose that over the national security of the United States and the health of American democracy.
Well, you mentioned Vladimir Putin. I mean, one of the more outrageous things he said during President Biden's European summit and ahead of that bilat with Putin was this accusation about Ashley Babbitt being assassinated. It's a claim that Tucker Carlson picked up and said, Vladimir Putin has a point. Today at 2:06, in the same hour in which his company was criminally charged, the twice-impeached, disgraced ex-president sent out a statement with one line: "Who killed Ashley Babbitt?" The circle is complete, from Putin to Carlson to Trump. Who is useful and who is the idiot?
Well, the reality, Nicole, is that there's a symbiosis between this Russian disinformation and propaganda and whataboutism and the kind of garbage that emanates every night from the TV screen if you have the misfortune of being tuned in to Tucker Carlson or if you seek out Donald Trump's statements here. I mean, they clearly are serving the uses of what those Russian trolls and what that Russian disinformation machinery wants to create. But the reality is they're all existing in the same ecosystem of conspiracy theory. And look, the challenge of this is people take it seriously. Kevin McCarthy is an elected official. There used to be some responsibility that goes along with that, because people who may not have the capacity to sort out disinformation from fact-based information online, or may look at Tucker Carlson and wonder whether he might be telling the truth. When they see the Republican leader, a man who wants to be the Speaker of the House, parroting that, but vested with, again, the legitimacy of being an elected official, that grossly contributes to the misinforming of the American people and really the sealing of some of the American people in this kind of bubble of conspiracy theory. And it's incredibly corrosive to the health of our democracy. It's incredibly cynical. It's not normal politics as usual to get an advantage. It's something much more sinister than that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it leaves us to ponder the question day after day, is our country governable? When you have disinformation with its genesis in Vladimir Putin's propaganda popping out and coming out of the mouth of an ex-president here. Ben Rhodes, we'll stay on it. Thank you for your help. Thank you for spending some time with us on these stories today.